up, everybody? It's Friday, and welcome to another edition of On the Needle. So I did not get a chance to do one next week, so I'm back this week. It's Father's Day weekend, plus I had some family things going on. So you may get two this weekend, who knows? But this one, I'm talking about Kid Cudi's Kids See Ghosts. So let's rewind back a bit to 2018. So if you all remember, Kanye West was on this quest to produce albums for several different artists. So he had music that was out. This Kid Cudi album, Kid See Ghosts, was part of that. Nas's album, Tiana Taylor, and Pusha T. And I feel like it was a great idea in theory, but the downside is I feel like because those albums were just coming out back to back to back, the listeners didn't really get a chance to fully digest the music. But I will say, fast forward 6 years later, I love this album. And I'm not the biggest Kid Cudi fan, to be honest. I love the song Day and Night. And if I'm really being truthful, he's just somebody that I haven't really explored his catalog. So probably if I listen to it, go back and listen to his old stuff, I probably would like it. So maybe I'll do that this weekend too. But love this album. There's only 7 songs. So if you remember that time period when Kanye was producing all of these records for other people, the albums were pretty short. I think Tiana Taylor's was maybe the longest, by a couple of tracks or so. But this is a no skip. I love every song on here. I will say Feel the Love, Fourth Dimension, Reborn, and Kids See Ghosts, the title track, are probably my favorites if I just had to pick. It does have a few features on here as well. So nothing really just out of this world with the packaging. It's a black album. But I will say I do love this plastic slipcover. It's nothing worse to me when you're trying to open a brand new album and it's the paper one that has like the film on the inner part, and you have to kind of peel it apart and you're trying to get the record out without scratching it or getting it dirty. So this is cool because you just, it just comes right out pretty easily. I don't know if this is technically the best way it should be stored, but easiest way for sure. Now, when we talk about these liner notes on this album, how about I didn't know Andre 3000 produced on this album, and y'all might not have known that either. So on the song Fire, which has no guest feature from Andre 3000, but he is a producer along with Kanye West on that track. So I think that's just really cool and just really speaks to Andre 3000's artistry. Pusha T is featured on here, Feel the Love. The song Free Ghost Town Part 2. Ty Dolla $ign is on that one. Yasin Bey. And then also Louis, I don't know if it's Louis or Louis. I think probably Louis. Louis Prima. He has a song that was called What Will Santa Claus Say? Never heard the song, the original. But there's basically a sample of that song within Fourth Dimension. And he gets a feature credit. Oh, he just is taking over the couch. Okay, that's what we're doing today. All right. So, yeah, I love this album. I really do. And like I said, I think I need to go back and revisit some of Kid Cudi's past music. I feel like too, this cover is such a Kanye cover. I don't know who decided this. I don't know if it was him or Kanye. But even when I look at some of Kid Cudi's other artwork, it's a little spacey, a little out there. I found out actually he's an Aquarius like myself. So sometimes we can have some pretty out there ideas. And I will say, with that in mind, when an Aquarius and a Gemini come together in business or anything creative, it usually is off the charts. Look at Outkast. Look at this collaboration here. This album I thought was great. Like I said, Kanye West being a Gemini. And speaking of, make sure y'all check out my sister channel, the Water Bear Podcast. We are now on episode 3, or just released episode 3 rather, yesterday. of season 5. So make sure you check that out and get caught up on the season. Next week, I'm going to be having, speaking of music, K Sparks. He is a hip hop artist, and we're going to be live this Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, talking about his album and talking about his creativity as it relates to being an Aries. And he's okay, so he's just sitting up here like the couch is just Pride Rock. So I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up. But thank y'all as always for listening, watching, subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, all of that. I really, really appreciate it. And please continue to do so. And until next week, or maybe this weekend, peace.